chilly today. I love it. It's starting to feel like fall, which is my favorite season for sure. I'm gonna hang out, relax, just enjoy this wonderful, cool morning, and then we'll get some stuff done around the house. Also realized it was 9/11 today, so I just wanted to say, those of you that are servicemen and women, whether it's police, firefighters, EMS, doctors, military, anyone that puts their own needs aside for the greater good, thank you very much. I do appreciate everything that you do. Raise your hand if you're still in pajamas. Yeah, it's definitely past noon and we're in our pajamas. We're driving through the drive-thru to get my lovely wife her prescription because she's feeling pooty. Look at this little sad thing.
I have strep throat.
She's not feeling good. All right, yes, I am definitely still in my pajamas because it's Sunday and I got all my work done yesterday, so I'm just gonna relax. I'm gonna do my Q&A. So I had several people. Thank you to all those people that posted comments. First of all, Chelsea Zahn posted a ton of questions. So let me roll through these. You ready? Here we go. Best tofu. I don't have a favorite tofu, I'm sorry. I just buy whatever's on sale. Blake wants to know scariest dream you can I've ever had. Oh, I remember. Definitely, I had a dream that I was on death row. I don't remember what I did on my dream, but my whole family was lined up to say goodbye to me, and I woke up bawling and in tears. Chelsea asks again, how do you deal with so many 5-year-olds at once without pulling out your hair? Number one, I am super patient, and I don't really take it personal, so when they're crazy, I know they're not doing it on purpose. But number two, I use Love and Logic in my classroom. That one book changed my life in teaching. Love and Logic. There's a parenting one, there's a teaching one, there's an early childhood one. Highly, highly, highly recommend looking into it. It changes your outlook on how you deal with kids. Amazing. All right, Sherry Harrington asks, do you feel that vlogging is an interruption to your personal life? I would say my wife would say yes, for sure. It definitely does add almost like a third person to the relationship, which is this camera. So it definitely interferes with some things. I wouldn't say to the extent that it's bad, but it's definitely something that I have to keep in mind and be conscious of when it's appropriate to film and when it's not. Elizabeth is really good and very gracious about letting me do this and has been very patient about it. So Elizabeth, if you're watching, you're a rock star. Thank you very much. Chelsea, what is your dream car? I want Volkswagen vans to make new Volkswagen vans in America right now. Favorite movie? Matrix, hands down. Music taste. I like indie music songwriters, folky songwriter kind. Brett Dennen is a great example of that. All right, I've moved out to the front. There was someone mowing behind me and it was very loud. I couldn't tell if it was gonna be in the video or not. All right, let's see, where was I? Music taste, I did that. What made me choose teaching? I took a child psychology class and really was intrigued by kind of how kids think and how they function, and it just kind of seems something that I might be good at. So that summer I got a job as a rock climbing instructor in upstate New York at Copake, Camp Pontiac, if you're familiar, which you're probably not, but I got a job teaching summer camp and I just really enjoyed working with the kids, and it's something that just seemed natural to me. It was like picking up a foreign language and it just clicks. It was like somehow I talked to kids and just understood. So when I got back, I got a job at a daycare and just fell in love with early childhood. I really loved the 2- and 3-year-olds, but unfortunately daycare workers don't make what they should, and so the youngest age that I could teach with a teaching degree would be pre-K and kinder, and I just happened to have got a kinder position and immediately knew I was in the right position. So that's why I teach kindergarten. Tell you a funny joke. Favorite kindergarten joke. What do you call a fish without an eye? Psh. It's a phonics joke. That's my favorite. How many weird looks do you get while taking your camera into public? A lot. I get a lot of like the sideways look, like what is this weird guy doing? But then I've learned they just kind of give me the weird look and then they move on with their business, because really, no one really cares what I'm doing. So, Blake wants to know your favorite superhero. Ooh, that's a good one. I'm gonna have to go with Batman. Batman, because he doesn't have any superpowers, so it's the only one that I could maybe someday, if I have billions of dollars and lots of technology, I could be. So I'm gonna go with that one. Oh, Heather Betts, I wanna know how you do your meal prep. Your mason jars look delicious. How do I do that? That's super easy. I just cook a huge batch of soup, and then I take mason jars, and I've got a little mason jar filler, so it's like a funnel, but it's got a wide mouth. I literally just fill them, let them cool off, and put them in the fridge. I don't can them or anything like that. Because there's no meat or dairy in those, they last quite a long time in the fridge. So just cook a huge batch of something and just put it in the mason jars. All right, so this is Mary Ellen Finnemore. Working with Kay this year, tell me about Tucker signing. Yeah, so if you're new to the vlog, I have talked about this before, but so Tucker signing, I use Tucker signing and sign language in my classroom because I tell my kids our hands are connected to our brains. So Tucker signing is a way to have something to hold on to for the sounds of letters, because it's just something out there that the kids don't really understand. So if they can say A, B, B, C, K, whenever they're trying to learn to make that connection between the letter and the sound, they have something, a motion that connects to their brain that helps them remember that sound, holds on to it. So it also has stuff for chunks. CH says ch, SH says shh, ING says ing. So I highly recommend looking into the program, Tucker Signing, and literally you can just buy the book, and it goes through basically a day by day what letters you should introduce and what chunks you should introduce. So super, super helpful. Also sign language, I use sign language so that I can look across the room, tell kids to stop playing, get to work, you know, play outside, things like that, that I can talk to my kids across the room without yelling at them. All right, next up, Krista Kuhn asks, what is your favorite vegan dish? It was the dinner pancakes I made, I think last Monday. Those are my favorite by far, my vegan dish. My second favorite dish would probably be any sort of Indian dish, hands down. Love Indian food, and it's super easy to make vegan. Krista Kuhn asks, why did you give my sister strep? Because married couples share everything, and I didn't want her to feel left out that I didn't share my strep with her. David Palmer, say hello to me. David Palmer, hello. Thanks for watching, and I miss you. Philip Ranford asks, how much time goes into camera setups for the vlog arriving to the classroom? So yeah, if you'll notice, there's lots of shots with me walking towards the camera, away from the camera. So just imagine every time I walk away from the camera, when I stop, I gotta run back and pick up the camera. Or if it's in front of me and I'm walking towards it, I gotta run back and pick it up. So there's quite a bit of time added to any of the like minimalist looking shots that I make. There's actually a lot of behind the scenes. I would say it adds probably 10 to 15 minutes a day of camera work, not counting the editing. Christy Roark Ditton asks 5 gluten-free products. So I'm not gluten-free, but when I do cook gluten-free, Elizabeth likes to have gluten-free stuff, and some friends that I cook for don't like gluten. Number 1, corn tortillas instead of flour tortillas. Good choice. There's a really great quinoa pasta that I really like. It's better than the rice pasta for sure. When I'm baking, if I try to make gluten-free, I really enjoy using chickpea flour. So that's not 5, but that's the only ones I can think of right now. Hope that helps. And last one, Tracy Galbraith Finter says, how do you do it all? It's really not as much as it looks, I think, on camera. There's a lot of downtime, but when you're seeing my day, basically if you thought about your day, your waking hours, if you were to condense that to 9 minutes, you'd probably have a whole lot of stuff to put on camera as well. But with all the hobbies and travel and things like that, I just really enjoy movement and doing things. And so, like even today, I'm in my pajamas watching TV. I'm still like on my phone researching YouTube stuff on my iPad. So I'm definitely somebody that likes to move a lot. So for me, it just seems natural to do a lot of things. But again, I think everybody in here, or everybody out there that's watching, if you were to condense your life into a 9-minute day, you would definitely fill up the video. So those are my Q&A Ask Me Anything questions. Those of you that submitted some questions, thanks a lot. That really helps me have something for Sundays, because usually Sundays are a chill day. I think I'm going to try to do these once a week. So follow me on Twitter. My Twitter handle is at the end of the video. That's where I post it up, or on Facebook. And I'm going to try to remind people on Saturday videos to submit their comments. That way on Sunday I've got a nice list of comments. Again, I answer questions about teaching, being a vegan, and just random questions like Chelsea sent. So that's what I got right now. Thanks for tuning in. I think I'm gonna go ahead and just end it now. I do want to say before I end, to all of you that watch, subscribe, like, comment, all of that, all of you that are watching, thank you so much. Please keep it up.